Hi, welcome to How to Start a Board Game Company from Off the Page Games. I'm Jake Cormier. Now this week we're going to be talking about contests and specifically using Gleam and how to use it and how it works. So first thing I wanted to do a contest. Why? We're 2 months out from the launch of Kickstarter. I really wanted to start driving awareness of our game, mind management, start getting people signed up for, not start because I've been doing it, but continue to drive getting people signed up to the newsletter, liking the Facebook page, even the Kickstarter preview page, just to kind of make sure people knew about this game before it came. So, first thing I'm thinking, okay, let's have a contest. So then what are my options for contests? It could be giving the actual, one of the pledge levels away of the game Mind Management. And I think I will do that a little bit later as it gets closer to the game launch. Right now I'm like, well, what else could I give? I could buy games and give away. And then I thought, oh, you know what would be kind of neat? Because this game is designed by Sen and myself, what if I gave away copies of games that Sen and I have designed? And so I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I happen to have some extra designer copies of some of the games that Sen and I have designed. So I gathered them all up and I'm like, oh, I've got like 12 games to give away. So my first thought is like, oh, do I have a big contest like where one winner is going to win 12 games? Or should I have 12 copies of games and have 12 winners? And so I actually started by putting a post on Facebook saying, what do you guys think? Which way is better? And had a lot of people, the majority saying what's better is to give away 12 copies of the game, one copy per winner, so 12 winners. And one person called out something even more specific that thought it would be even better. Why not split it up into smaller groups and have a group of 4 games and have 4 winners and do that 3 times? And you have 3 contests, and that might even drive more awareness and you kind of keep going for longer. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I thought that would be a good thing to do. Then I started to try to make the graphics for this because you want to kind of show the games off. And so I was going to things like Board Game Geek, grabbing the cover images and trying to create something. And I'm not super good with graphics and whatnot. So I'm like, it started to look really janky and not professional. So I'm like, well, maybe photos. I'll do photos. And so I'm fortunate that I work in a place that has an actual photo studio. And so on a slow time during the holidays, I'm like, can I bring these games in and you just kind of snap some pictures of them? And they're like, sure. So that's the first thing. So let's take a look at the photos first. So here's for example, I put 4 games together, and I put some old games with games people never heard of before because they're only available in Germany, with Akriteria, which is out of print and well regarded, and Godfather, which is not super well known. Of a movie, it's kind of well known. And then I did 2 because I wasn't sure which kind of view would be better. And then another one I put Tortuga, not super well received, but I like the concept of it. Junk Art, obviously well, and it's out of print, so that's hard to get. Orphan Black and Zombie Slam, a new one that uses an app. So I'm trying to mix and match, at least having one game that everybody likes in each one. And here we go, Belfort with the expansion, Men in Black, Rock Paper Woods expansion, and another German-only game called Gin. So that's what I started with. Now let's go over to Gleam. So this is Gleam here, and I'm going to take you through this. It was not too confusing to go through it, but there was definitely some hiccups. So I'm just going to go into my actual competition that I started, and you can see here's actually a preview of what it looks like at the end. So you're actually kind of showing you what it looks like at the end. It shows you how many total entries and how many entries you have, and this would be specific to the person that's seeing this, and how many days are left. Only 3 days left. And different ways. So we're going to go through all this kind of stuff. And you can see that there's actually different plans you can get. Decided to go with the Pro, so I'm going to show you. There's the Hobby, Pro, Business, and Premium. And so I went with the Pro because the Hobby plan does not give you email integration. And that's pretty much one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, is to see if I can get some emails and grow that list. So the Hobby is not really great, and that's $10 a month, but you can only get on a year plan. I didn't even notice that. This one you can get monthly, $49 a month, and you get all these kind of things. So that's pretty great. This is getting a little too much for me right now because I don't even understand everything that's available on these things. I think it's for bigger companies, but for $49 a month, I can run some contests. Okay, cool. Let's go back. So here we have the setup. You name the contest, the competition, Off the Page Games, JNSN giveaway. That's what I did. When you want to start it specifically, and when you want to end exactly, and including the time zone. Terms and conditions, if you have any. I didn't have any. If you want to say, not applicable to certain areas of the world, you could say that. And that's about it. Go to user details. This is if you want allow users to like your Facebook page and how you want people to log in. Can they log in with email, all these kind of things? I'm like, sure, that doesn't bother me. And what do you want it to look like? You can add a ton of fields, but their recommendation, and obviously so, keep this as short as possible. I think full name and email is pretty much the minimum you need. But you could add more if you wanted to, but that just kind of reduces the likelihood that people are going to want to fill things out to win stuff. So keep this as thin as possible. But that's what it'll look like right now when they want to sign up. Cool. How to enter. So now, this is the cool part. This is all the different ways you can enter the contest. And this whole thing that Gleam does is that, for example, if you want to visit an off-the-page Facebook page, you're going to get one entry into the contest. And you just have to like the page. You could say they don't even have to like the page. You just have to go there. That's it. Just visit it. But in order to get an entry, they have to like the page. Cool. All right. That's great. So that's visit. You can even change the color, which is kind of neat, and even the icon if you want to. So that one's easy. You could make things mandatory if you want. I didn't make anything mandatory. I thought I don't know. This is my first one, so let's see how it goes, I guess. Twitter's pretty straightforward. Here's your Twitter name, which again, I made it worth 1. You could change the value, but I think the social media ones keep them at 1. And I'm not really sure what this is, regulatory accounts, but you have to upgrade to business. So I'm like, okay, ignore that. I'm not doing that. And then sign up for the Off the Page Game newsletter. Now this is interesting because I made this worth 10 entries. Because that's what I'm really driving. Yeah, you can like my Facebook, that's great, and you can follow me on Twitter, that's cool. But you're never guaranteed to see any posts I see on either of those things. Whereas with email, you're guaranteed to at least see the header in your email list. Like just the subject line. And then you have to have a little description of what that's about. You could make it mandatory again, and you can change the color if you'd like. I added visit our Kickstarter preview page. So that's worth 2. I thought that's worth a little bit more than a Facebook or whatnot. But they don't even have to don't have to click anything. So they just have to visit it. So that's an easy one to do. I don't know how to make it such that they have to click notify me. I don't know if that's possible. So anyways, and then I said visit the Off the Page Games YouTube channel. Just visit it. Again, they don't even have to do anything. Just go there once. But already since this started, the number of subscribers has already jumped up, and people are subscribing. So that's pretty cool. And now these are all the other ways you can enter. You can have all these things. You can have, I don't even know what blog is. It's like, let's see, comment on a blog post. Oh, neat, right? Blog or subscribe to ours. That's fantastic. Cool. I'm not sure what bonus is. Click for a daily bonus entry. Oh, just a bonus. That's kind of neat, I guess. Just for, oh, they can enter every day. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, I didn't do that. A coupon. Whoa, where's this going? Oh, I have to upgrade for coupons. I see. I don't want to do coupons. You can do a custom, and I guess it's just do whatever you want. I guess it's describe what we must do to enter. Yeah, so it's just custom if you want them to actually do something that is not one of these actions down here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can see download an app, go to Eventbrite. Even with Facebook, I think it's more than just, yeah, so you can check in if you want, actually do a Facebook entry or visit Facebook, which is what I chose, select a photo or video, view a post. So that's cool. For the next contest, I might do a Facebook entry because I want people to comment on the Facebook post and to kind of keep that growing kind of thing. They have to upload a file. That seems great. Oh, you have to be a business plan. Also, Indiegogo questions. What's questions? Answer a question. That's kind of neat too, actually. That's kind of neat too. So you can ask questions, but I think I'd rather put that in some sort of social media. Instagram, I probably should add Instagram for the next one because I do have Instagram, so I will add that for the next one. I'm going to be doing, I'll talk about what I'm doing in a minute. The Kickstarter was vital, I think. LinkedIn, I guess I could do that. I don't have anything going on Reddit. A secret code. Oh, business plan. Snapchat. So all these other, submit media, submit URL, all these other things. Tons of things you can do to gain entry into it. And then you have to describe your prize. And there's different types of prize layouts you can choose from. You can choose from, it is just a name and description with no image. If you don't have an image, you do that. If it's just an image beside text, or you have an image only, or an image and a description, or a name, feature, image, and description, which is what I chose. or video if you have, blah, 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 blah. So you have those options. So here is win one of these games by saying send in J and Zen. And then this is what I said. I try to keep everything as short as possible. I'm not going into a lot of detail. I'll save that for like the social media posts to go into the detail. But win one of these games, each one of these games will give away to a different winner. So number of winners, 4 winners. And Belfort and the expansion is 1 winner. Rock, Paper, Wizard, that one's only expansion only. I wish I had a copy of Rock, Paper, Wizard so I can bundle them together, but I just don't. Gin and Men in Black. And then I uploaded an image. So that was pretty straightforward. And then post entry, like after the entry, you can have emails sent to them. Sometimes you have to upgrade it for business for this. I didn't do this one. I don't really default confirmation email. I guess maybe I should do this. To say, hi Sally, thanks for entry. I probably should have done this. I didn't have this on. Maybe I'll turn it on now. Because then then it tells them, I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn that on. I should have had that on from the beginning. It tells you exactly when it's closed, thanks them, and they can maybe go, oh, more entries I should do here. And I did also offer a post-entry redirect to the off-the-page games in case they didn't go there. And there's pixel tracking that you can add for Facebook, which I added, but I don't really understand it. So I'm not even going to talk about that because I don't understand it. And then install options. Now this is where you're going to want to take this script here and give it to your web manager, or you can just copy and paste that into your web page. Saving this now because I did change it. And when you come back to the main page, you get the preview. Here again, if you instead of going back and edit, you can go back to here to copy this and put this into your website. You can put it into a Facebook tab, page tab, which I don't really fully know what that is. That confused me for a little bit. Or you can just go here to promote, and you can have this Gleam send messages out and post things for you. And you can just copy it here to your clipboard, and then you can go and paste it elsewhere. You can go here and check all your entries, which I won't click on because there's a lot of people's emails and whatnot there. For reporting, it shows you how many actions you've had per day, which is pretty cool. 109 impressions. Actions, 186. I get you. Cool. Conversion rate, 41.28. And then yesterday was lower, and then today we're just starting out. And then winners, we can figure out how we want to draw winners. See how drawing winners, docs, 4 prizes left, draw winners. Okay, interesting. So I haven't got to the winning stuff yet. So that's all well and good. This is what it looks like when people click on it. That's probably, let me make sure this is, there we go, updated, 1,467, and that's because there's 10 entries just for this, so it's not like I have 1,467 emails from this contest. I've at most 140 emails from this contest, but it's only been running for 4 days, so that's pretty good. And then what I did is I had my web designer insert it into my web page, so that's pretty cool. So again, people now just have to log in with one of these things, however they want to log in, and then they can just click on all these things and it'll take them to the appropriate place they have to go to do the thing that it said to do. And then I would just take that link, the link that you get up here, boom, just this link, which is the exact same link that you get when you go to promote and you click here, that email, that, and I just paste that into a post on Facebook or Twitter or wherever you're going to go, and it gives you this image automatically, and it says win one of these games, and you can click here. That gives you, I typed out all the instructions as well, just so it's a little bit more. Visit this page, follow this, blah blah blah, good luck, 4 winners this week, contest ends, and here's the link, which you can click by the image as well. So that's Gleam. My plan is to run a new contest every week for the next 4 weeks or so, leading up until the actual launch of the campaign. And so next week I'll be having 4 brand new games, as you saw from the pictures early on, and the week after 4 new games. And then after that, I will be giving away copies of Mind Management, the deluxe edition, pledge level, as part of this contest. Because I strongly believe, as do many if you've done any research on launching Kickstarter for board games at very least, is to make sure your audience is there on day 1. And part of that is increasing your email subscription list. So that's my little Gleam run through for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jay Cormier. Have a great day.